Now, something that I talk a lot about on this channel is Apple products, but also something that I talk a lot about on this channel is Samsung products. So today, we're going to be talking about Samsung products. To all those Samsung lovers out there, this video is for you, and here we go. So I'm sure we all know that Apple just released their iPhone 15, but now Samsung is releasing their Samsung S24 and S24 Ultra, and let's just say that they might be copying Apple just by a little bit. And here's my opinion on this. We all know that Apple has used a lot of different types of back glass on their iPhones. They literally switch every single year between the phones. For example, your iPhone 10 has this reflective glass on the back. This is glass. And then your iPhone 11 has this metal sheet layered over it. But then on your iPhone 12, 13, and 14, you're back to this glass type material. Well, when the iPhone 15 came out, Apple released a titanium phone, which supposedly makes the phone lighter, which everyone can agree on. The titanium phone, when you hold the phone, it's like you're not even holding anything. It makes the phone a whole lot lighter and a little bit more durable. But let's just say that Samsung might be copying that just a little bit for the 24 Ultra. I will say that Samsung's back glass is honestly not the best because it's not even a back glass, it's just a back cover, and all it is plastic. When Samsung's made their phones, they definitely didn't care a lot about how it looked on the outside, because let's be honest, this phone just doesn't look the best. This is just pure plastic. No, but as we got into the 21, the 22, and the 23, they kind of changed their material a little bit. But on the Samsung 24 and 24 Ultra, Samsung is now switching to the titanium frame. And yes, I can agree. They're copying Apple big time. But it's honestly not bad for Samsung users because now Samsung users get the experiences that the iPhone 15 users will get. Now, me personally, I'm not a fan of the new titanium phones. Hopefully that Apple will discontinue the titanium frames for the iPhone 16, 17, and all the way up, because eventually about 85 to 90% of the people in the world will have an iPhone 16 or an iPhone 17 at one point. It's just one point everyone's gonna have one because they're gonna be upgrading, and that includes me. And I really do not want to own a titanium frame. Sure, it's lighter, and it's supposed to be durable, but it's not really that durable. But back to the Samsung. Samsung's is also staying with their 4-camera motto. I am honestly surprised that Samsung has not brought up 5 cameras yet, as where Apple is still stuck on 3 cameras. Everyone thought that the iPhone 15, when it came out, that the iPhone 15 was going to have 4 cameras, but they're still stuck on 3 cameras. And you know what, me personally, I think 4 cameras is a little overkill, and my guess is that your phone doesn't need any more than 3 cameras. Apple's keeping it basic, and that's pretty much for the best. Now, the newer Samsung is obviously going to run a whole lot better with the new Samsung chip, which is the Snapdragon Generation 3 chip inside of it. I've never heard of that chip before. Never. Okay, you get. Now, a couple rumors. I've only heard about 5 or 6 rumors. This is not 100%, obviously, but my job is to go on YouTube, Instagram, any social media, and kind of bring in the phone news. And the news for today is that there are a couple rumors out there, not a lot, but a couple, saying that Samsung is going to get rid of their charging port. Yes, the charging port. Samsung is going to get rid of their charging port, and it's just going to be fully magnetic charging, and that is the only way I guess you could charge your phone now. Now, there is a 87% chance that this is obviously not going to happen, but if it does, I'm trying to figure out if I would be against it or with it. And to be honest, I would kind of be with it just a little. I mean, wireless chargers are pretty much everywhere now. It's very rare if you were to see someone not using a wireless charger to charge their phone, especially those fancy, I just got the new iPhone 15 type of people. I use a wireless charger, so I can't really be complaining that much. Honestly, me personally, I think it's kind of nice, especially if the newer Samsungs have MagSafe. If you guys do not know what MagSafe is, it is where there are magnets built in to your iPhone or your Samsung, and you can basically stick it to anything that is metal, and it's pretty nice. The newer iPhones, like the iPhone 11 all the way up to the iPhone 15 Pro Max, they have them, but from the iPhone 11 all the way down, they were not invented yet. But it's basically to the point where if you're in the car, you could just take your phone, stick it on your car mount with your MagSafe, and your phone is charging at the same time, and that would be pretty nice, honestly. And even if you were to like be in the kitchen and you're cooking, because we all know that when you take your charger and you stick it into the bottom of the port, your phone will not be able to just lean against anything. Let me show you for example. So here is a iPhone with no charger in it, and if you just lean it against here, it perfectly stands up and it's not going anywhere. You could use it and you could do whatever. Bam, just like that. Now, as if we put a charger in it, this phone, it cannot stand. There's pretty much no way for this phone to stand. As you can see, I keep dropping it and it's just not gonna work. If you set it on a bigger ledge, it might stand, but the phone is just gonna be really crooked. Now, as camera quality goes, blah, 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 obviously, every freaking company says this about their new phones. Camera quality, battery life, and screen is going to be better. I hate it when they say that. Because let's be honest, if you were to get the Samsung S23, and then if you were to get the Samsung S24, there's not going to be that much of a difference, okay? Same reason why if you have the iPhone 14 Pro Max, please do not get the iPhone 15 Pro Max. For what? USB-C? Like, come on. I did say this in a previous video that you want to have somewhere between a 3 to 4 phone year gap. So for example, if you have the iPhone 11 and if you want an upgrade, don't get the iPhone 12 because there's not that much of a difference. If you have the iPhone 13 and you want an upgrade, don't get the iPhone 14 because the only thing that you're getting is a dynamic island, and that's it. You're not even getting a dynamic island. You only get the dynamic island if you get the iPhone 14 Pro or 14 Pro Max. Even if we go down to the older phones, if you have the iPhone 7 and if you go to the iPhone 8, no difference. I just don't understand Apple sometimes. Now, I'm sure we all know that Apple stopped putting headphone jacks in their phones somewhere between the iPhone 7 and the iPhone 8 era, and Samsung stopped doing that somewhere in between the Samsung 9 and the Samsung 10 era. But another rumor about the Samsung S24 Ultra that is coming out is that they are going to bring back the headphone jacks, which please do. There are a lot of people out there that still use wired headphones. They're sad. Please bring it back, okay? Now again, all of these two rumors, these main rumors that I'm saying are probably not going to happen. Again, all I do is I go on the internet and I find news about new phones, and the news is two rumors about the Samsung. That is my job. So if these rumors are not true, you cannot come after me. I'm just the messenger. I'm not I don't make stuff up. I mean, I could. The Samsung S24 is going to have 10 cameras. But like another rumor that happened, not with Samsung, but with the iPhone 15, is that Apple was going to get rid of their buttons. Meaning that, for example, so all of these buttons right here, your power button, why am I using a Samsung for a demonstration? So your power button, and your volume down, your volume up button, they were going to be removed and they were going to be replaced with touch censored, which would have made the phone look a whole lot better. But honestly, the reason why I think they didn't do it is because you would probably need to buy a certain case that probably doesn't look the best for the phones, because it probably needs to be a super thin case, and then it's not going to protect your phone, because as durable as the iPhone 15 is already, it's a joke. Don't buy the iPhone 15. It is awful, okay? But yeah, that is going to wrap it up for today's video. If you guys liked it, make sure you guys hit that subscribe and hit the like button. Next video is going to be an unboxing video. Stay tuned, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace out.